Okay, it's Tuesday morning. Uh, I'm not even sure what day in August it is at the moment. I've got chemo brain. I'm starting day 8 today of my chemo treatment. Um, Typically, day 8's the worst of the chemo. And funny thing, I was talking to my cousin Mark last night on the phone, and I told him, man, I'm ahead of the game. I'm a couple of days ahead of schedule. I'm feeling better. Things are great. And then I had one of the worst episodes I've ever had shortly after that. Found myself face first in the floor. Blood pressure dropped. I literally crawled to the bathroom. It was ugly. And was the first time, I have to admit, that scared the crap out of me. In large part, I haven't been getting enough food intake. I've lost a lot of weight in the last 4 or 5 days. I'm down to the lowest weight I've ever been. I'm at just under 148, considering I was 200 pounds a year and a half ago. Interesting experience last night. Getting scared like that. I passed out, basically, and found myself crawling on the floor. That was a very weird situation. For whatever reason, my body was rejecting everything I'd eaten yesterday, and I was, pardon me for being somewhat gross here, but as they say, it was coming out both ends. And once I got through that, bright side, I felt better. Was kind of a rough night getting through, trying to sleep, trying not to be sick, having no food, no nutrients in my body at all, not wanting to eat, not able to eat, but knowing I have to, because what keeps me alive is food, and I have to find a way to eat, and that's the battle that I'm facing at the moment. So that was last night. This morning was interesting. I went into the Radiology Oncology Center at Sutter, and I was fitted with a mask. I have a little tattoo here, somewhere up here, and I got one over here. And they fit me with this Jason mask. I was trying to ask him if I was more like Jason or Freddy. I've never watched horror movies, so I really don't know which is which. But they fit this mask to your face. Sorry, I'm cold. They fit this mask to your face, and they strap you down to this machine, and then they send you through the CT. And this is the prelim to the radiation, which I've got my schedule in front of me now. I start on September 18th, and I will run for 7 weeks, 35 treatments. I'll finish the end of October, and after recovery, I should be good to go by Thanksgiving. That's what the doc told me, and they're keeping to that schedule. The way radiation works is that they come in and they irradiate this, because that's where the cancer is. And they pinpoint the radiation and they jab it real good, and this is going to turn red on the outside, it's going to turn red on the inside, and by week 3 or week 4 it's going to be a challenge. But that's the work, getting the mental up to take that on, to make sure I've figured out a way to eat, and to make sure that I've figured out a way to deal with the pain, the anxiety, finding a way to mentally handle the work is what saves your life. A good friend of mine told me that it's not cancer that kills guys my age, it's not eating. It's lack of nutrition, it's giving up, it's mental. So I have to find a way to get through this and eat. The nurse that I talked to today basically said, look, you got 3 weeks, 4 weeks, eat everything you can. You change your diet, you change your mind, you eat everything. I've been on a good diet for the last 15 years. I don't eat junk food. I don't eat fast food. Oh, good Lord. They tell me I'm supposed to eat Haagen-Dazs ice cream. I'm supposed to eat fatty foods. I'm supposed to eat everything I can. And that's a bigger problem for me, is retraining my brain to eat bad food. Because I know it's not good for me. I've been trying to keep my cholesterol and all that stuff in check, and then I'm going to eat foods that promote it. Find a way to get through that. Lots of protein, foods that I can process. One of the things that happened to me a month ago when I came out of my first round of chemo was that I started eating lots of food, lots of rich, heavy foods. And my body went into, for the lack of a better description, toxic shock. I'm not used to any of those foods. And my body really shut down on me, and it was incredibly painful. And I don't want to make that mistake again. So I think this time I'll be a little smarter. I will do my best to eat 6 times a day. We have some protein powder that I'll consume with water or with juice or whatever. We'll do our juicing in the morning with carrots and celery and apples, and I will do my best to consume a lot of protein. But it is most certainly a lot of work. But right now, I have a new job. It's not producing videos, although that's what I'm doing now. It's eating and changing the mental attitude so that I can get through this process. I have a lot to be thankful for, and come Thanksgiving, I'm hoping that I'll be all clear, and then I can devote myself to helping others do the same. So we'll see you on the other side of day 8.